Hello there, welcome back to the channel here. I got a 4 versus 4 game here on Rivers. I don't know, it's Rivers to me. Rivers with slightly more space for the players. A better Rivers, from my understanding. Oh yeah, what's this, Ukio or something like that? Or it's one of the ones that give you free farms everywhere. And then we've got Rivers dividing everyone up. So getting into the teams and stuff here, we've got Nerf Herder here in the yellow playing the Geonosians. We've got Lucky Ashman here in the green with the Royal Naboo. And we've got Flagcap Arnie here in the red with the Confederacy. And then we've got Nanaka Jones here in the blue with the Galactic Empire. Is he going straight to the farms and then he's just going to see the hunt and go, oh, I should probably do that first. Well, he's committed. He looks hard committed. I don't know. On the other side of things, we've got Close to Perfect here in the purple with the New Republic. We've got Attack or Die here in the teal, or the cyan here. The Zan Consortium. Smoky Venus in the orange with the Rebel Alliance. And then lastly, we've got Araskaeta in the grey. I don't know who that is. But yeah, on the Wookiees. They're quite nice farms. It's an interesting decision. There we go. That's what I want to see. Eat the Ronto first. But yeah, what is there to even talk about? Well, obviously, this map, you get all these farms for free, which means you don't have to pay the carbon for them. I don't think they have a food value until you get them, right? I think it's based on what techs you've got and stuff. I suppose if you're rebels, you must get more, right? Or is there bonus, a team bonus? I can't remember. But yeah, there's some hunt as well. Probably want to eat the hunt first, then get onto the farms. And it's an interesting map because there's multiple crossings, so it looks a little bit too difficult to fully wall your opponents out if they want to make play around these farms, because these farms do invite some sort of pressure, be it mounties, getting troopers in a good position, building some turrets to lock you out with them or something like that. There's a lot that you could do with it. And you can see that there's lots of gaps and entry points to the locations of the farms as well. It's a reasonable distance from safety from the command center and the garrison point. So it's nice, it gives you something for free, but it also creates new gameplay opportunities, and that's kind of what you want from a map, right? To keep a game like this feeling fresh. And give you that replayability. And I don't think there's any nerfs as well. It's just kind of one of the things that I believe are kind of pushed for on maps like this, or Orchards, where it introduces these interesting early food gameplay changes to not just have 16 nerfs to put in a nursery, because it makes it too easy for people to just ignore this, and then it's like, what's the point of the map? And then people just go straight T1 mounties off of that as well, and it just plays like a normal game, and none of the map uniqueness really gets sought out, right? So because there's no nerfs and stuff, and there's very lowish like other food, you kind of want to go and play around with this, and you get these sunberry fruit bushes as well to go and mine from. And it'll be a while before we actually see anything out of the players, since this is going to take a long time for anyone to get 500 surplus for T2, so they're going to build a lot more workers, and T1 will just be extended quite a little bit. So we could just speed up just to get out, because God knows, what else am I going to speak about? There's also a lot of fish as well, which is nice. Definitely maybe an alternative path you could go for, or you could add that in, and you could sort of diversify where your food locations are. If you maybe go for the one shipyard with your power core. That way if this gets hit, your food over here still keeps going. And you are technically saving like all this carbon getting these farms for free, so maybe you can justify throwing that carbon into the shipyard too. See a lot of troop centers down here. There's an interesting one from attack actually walling off, and I wonder if he'll maybe build his troops on the side here against power core. Reasonable distance. He's already got one trooper out here. I think I would like to see a medic just out here, just to... Like, one medic is going to make this trooper recruit completely overpowered, so... like in this short distance, and look, it is a really short distance here to the his opponent's farmers. A trooper recruit walking out on his own, like I'm pretty sure 2 workers will punch him to death, but if he has a medic, he can't die. So just adding that would make this attack like so much more devastating. Like you can see that the DPS is kind of slow. Medics should be able to kind of like out heal that, especially if you wait for like 2 or 3 as well. Nerf Harder has actually been basically given advance warning of this attack by him just going out 1 trooper. And he's actually managed to wall them out here. And he's walled this bit here at the side as well. The other side of things... Where are we? It's over here. You can see I can't quite wall everything. Walled this bit. Actually, troopers out here for Smokey, and they're moving across. Looking to get out there and maybe do some damage. And his SD really prepared. He's got troop center. He's just hit T2 now. His base is like a little bit very exposed, right? It seems quite open, and unfortunately for him, Smokey knows exactly where his farmers are, and his troopers are on the way, and it's very open to get in here. Lots of little paths. SD kind of gotten a little bit short-changed there with his trail line around here, because it's just full of holes. Now, attack can't really get in here, so we'll focus on Smokey here. His attack onto Nanaka Jones' workers here in the blue. She's not scout for a little bit of supplemental damage and try and pull the workers back as well. I don't really see it happening as much anymore. It might be on Garrison Command. I do remember the scout mucking up with the workers AI when it would shoot them. There's just troopers here for Nanaka. It's 3 versus 2. He doesn't have range yet, but he's going to have command center fire as well, so he's comfortably going to win this. But a lot of damage done. That's what, 3 workers down here. Is that workers as well? Is it 5? Yeah. I can't read. Four workers killed. Quite a bit here. And I just can't get in, he's just walking back and forth. So yeah, Nerf Harder. Got a lot of troopers though. God damn, that's a lot of trooper recruits. He's ready to punch back here. The eye seems a little bit mucked up though. Like, where are they going? Troopers just like, going back and forth like multiple times. Just have to get through this light wall. I'm trying to hide his troopers at the moment. No, he's going to reveal. And he's going to be completely cornered against the wall here. Not really anything else happening on the other side. A pretty quick move there from attack to just delete his wall there and replace it with a gate. Still got his troops here. I wonder if he was maybe trying to bait them there by keeping his troopers. Yellow's not gone for it. Yellow could just make like a nursery though and make like a bunch of mounties to kill the wall here. Like, I don't think that would be a bad move. Because he's got such a trooper superiority, and he's sort of capped the troop center here as well. It'll be very difficult for attack to deal with this if he does get through the wall, but he's getting time to build this turret. Got this prefab shelter foundation laid down here. And what's happening behind it? Is he on his way? He's nowhere near going to T3, which is kind of what you want to do here. It looks like Nerfhard is just going to go around now. He's forced the turret in that position, so... Back is going to build another gate here, though. Getting prefabs, and he's on top of where all his crossings are, so he should be fine. It'd just be his pocket that gets the visit from all these troopers. Hopefully close to perfect here is in a good position to deal with that. And fighters moving across here. Araskayeta. I don't know who these people are. They're changing their name. Straight to Nanaka Jones's base, it looks like. Arnie is double air base. Should be equipped to deal with this. But no. Don't see any fighters out yet. And one worker. He's dodging, goddamn. There's a lot of dodging. Only one turret garrison in here, so a lot of workers gonna go down, and they're kind of getting tortured by the SimCity wall there. 4 fighters, and Arnie only got 2 fighters out here. It's gonna be difficult for him to go in, and he's leading too far with this one. Lucky though, he didn't pay attention. He actually pulled away rather than just refocus here. And that should be a big sigh of relief here for Arnie and Nanaka. Looks like Nerfharder did manage to get through here, got through the wall. Is he placing a wall to stop him walling? That's big brave. Unfortunately, a fighter shows up, and this is some anti-air troopers, but they can't really get here at the moment because he placed that foundation. His pocket, Lucky Ashman, only got 1 air base at the moment. Like he's hunting for holocrons. As if his anti-air troopers, though, Attack could be in trouble here. In a good position. Oh, he missed the Toronto. That's never good. Just need Nerfharder to do a little bit of micro, get into a really good spot, like on the carbon here, and just camp his opponent for a little bit. And force the pocket to come and rescue with a lot of fighters and take a bad trade. And I'll maybe put his side, up at an advantage here, but Attack is actually going to get a little bit of a counter attack here. He's going straight for the farms. He knows where the workers are, and there is entrance points there. And Nerfharder, unfortunately, is just taking like the worst path every single time. Like, needs to get into this carbon. That's where the big value is with this attack. As these 3 fighters have made it in here now to his farms. Starting to kill off those workers there. The other side looking kind of quiet. There needs a few fighters. Maybe he doesn't want to. He's building a lot of sentry posts to try and extend his vision here. It's kind of difficult to see how he's making use of all these farms. How are you supposed to really defend this if you go out on the map, That's kind of his big issue here. And Gray here coming in. Trying not to get too caught here. He's almost luring him into a bad trade though. I think he could have went and taken that. And a lot of strike max here from Pocket and from Attack, both T3. So we're forcing a big response here. Actually gets killed, like 2 of them. 3 of them? Almost 4. That's just like, this attack has got such good value. And it needn't have done so. If there was just a little bit more micro. So Attack is at least T3, still alive, hasn't died. His opponent is T3 though, and what can he do in T3 then? Command Center, maybe he's just gonna boom. I wonder what Arnie will do in this game. I would think Magna Guards would be what he wants to do. Anyone wants to do when they play Confederacy. It's a little bit of a predicament. Non-air civ versus air civ, closed map like this. It's like just playing very defensive, isn't really overextending with Zaire too much. Sentry posts everywhere. Looks like Nerfharder is getting some counter-attack here from Attack and close to perfect. And where's Lucky Ashman? He's got a few fighters here. Needs to come and help. There's okay turret coverage, but unfortunately it does not protect you from the strike max here that can, and they're going to kill a lot of workers here. They have no choice but to just run Doomless, or Doom Direction. A-State, Nonaka here. Team morale right here. We dead. It's a classic. Or stolen by attacker down or something, really. I can see Smokey with his own air force now. Looking to come out here. Well, just on patrol. Everyone a little bit tentative with air. Arnie looks like he's just maybe trying to catch someone at the moment, but he's feeling a little bit more confident now. This bit's still quite vulnerable, but let's have air at home. Two turrets. So it did come back. I would worry about Grey on a scale here, because he's halfway to T4. He's been very quiet. It's keeping his air alive. Now we can have value if Arnie had managed to like kill a lot of these there. Like just come in and force a trade when you're not the air civ. I think it's big. You're gonna get that's the best trade you could get, right? T3 versus T3, rather than you being in T3 try to kill their T4 fighters. Because it forces them to have to build more. And that affects their ability to get all the techs that they would want. They're only coming out here, but it looks like he's going to be trading with Smokey, which maybe not the best for him. It's a little bit of pressure there. He's not really getting any invitation to bring Grey's air here now. He's only coming to him because he's T4. See fast fighter shields on its way. Shields being a little bit slow of attack, so there's a little bit of breathing room, but he'll have to act fast if he wants to keep his workers alive. Might be a difficult hold with just T3 fighters, because it's quite a high count of fighters here. So you kind of want like batteries or to be T4 yourself, and Arnie just lagging a little bit behind in T4 at the moment. Research center on the way. If he'll go for batteries instantly or something. Or if he will, just wait to get the advanced turret when he hits T4. I don't think it takes too long as attack. Fighters are on their way. Healed 85% of the way. Attack being annoying with a couple of strike mechs, that's really not going to do anything. But it does give a bit of advanced vision here for Araskaya. He's coming in with his shields, just regenning to full. You can see even with that guy, they didn't even have like half his shields there, and he took like 4 hits. So a lot of workers are actually dying here. They're trying to build this second garrison point. And Arnie gonna be in trouble here. Quite a lot of workers dying. He's waiting to try and take a trade, but he's not even on patrol here. A little bit late to say that trade, and quite a few of his little meat shield workers were dead there as well, so it's kind of devastating for him at the moment. Times are tough. We have advanced turret on the way at the very least. Homing sensors. Seem to be doing that one a lot lately. Certainly make sure every hit lands. I prefer the 2-tap though from the advanced turrets. And looking around, I'd say it's looking a bit glum for this team. We're only losing so many workers. Has Ashman got anything in the oven here? Nerf herder. Looking quiet here. A lot of workers going down. I don't know, they're not dead though, that's the thing with this. This doesn't kill them, but it definitely puts them at like a huge disadvantage, providing the other team do something with it and don't just give them a long cushion to rebuild all their workers. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 CCs to try and rebuild all those workers and get something going. Play the name of the game here. I mean, Smokey doesn't really have anything going. He tends to do this. His pockets air and he plays air as well, rather than do something on the ground, you know? Because I think right now he could have set something up and he could be just pushing in the moment, and Arnie wouldn't really be able to give Nanaka Jones the help he'd probably require for that, right? Looking at the golf and their scores. Instead they're just both going to come in with fighters, and that's just like, it's the same old, right? It's what you expect anyway. Doesn't kill the player off. Yeah, we're 40 minutes in, like... Not really anything Arnie can do at the moment to help him. ST's best bet would have been to just throw down a bunch of CCs and just boom and get to T4 and get his own anti-air infrastructure. It's kind of a blessing that Smokey doesn't do anything on the ground. Because he's basically just shadowing Grey here. They're doing the same thing. Some interceptors here from Lucky Ashman, but absolutely no shields on them, but they got the maximum amount of kills they could and then left. Just not paying attention to what was happening there. Then we got close to perfect playing air as well. What is going on? Like, it's kind of dumb. It's just everyone running around with fighters on the same team. Nothing on the ground. Then they'll wonder why their opponents came back in the game. There we go, at least someone's going to build a forward transition. There's not much space though, is there? Where are you building here? Here? Oh, advanced turrets and homing. Be okay here. Just have to keep rebuilding every worker that dies. He's still on T3. Is he playing? Like, all this money, just tech up and get advanced turrets. Like, he could totally boom back, because people are not gonna, like, hit him, I don't think. Not after that. Got plenty of leverage. They're gonna get distracted by Arnie. Go T4? Do we not have the building? We do have the building. Ashman can just build interceptors right now and do a pretty good job. There's the forward started, but I'm actually out here with some strike banks. Actually catching this at like just such an opportune time. Gonna slow this down, give them a lot more time to get going. Heavy weapons factory, fortress planned. Probably just max, right, with Confed here at this point. See repeaters here from Smokey, but no plus damage upgrades, guys. Slowly have to get those from the war center. And Nerf Herder got a bit of an army together here. sieging here with his cannon from a distance. And we might see attack need a bit of help on the ground here. And it's going to be hard to actually support with just these fighters, because look at how many interceptors Ashman's built here. And they've kind of been asking for this with all the air they've been building. So probably can't go straight into attackers here, I don't think, without building like your own set of interceptors, unfortunately. Who's building probots and why? A little bit of exploring army. Explore the corners of the base. Spaceport for Arnie planned. Definitely something they'll want to get set up as trade. Arnie will want to make a assault mix. Naboo will want all that Nova for like all their units. And Nerf Herder here got a pretty good push going. Just missing his like HP upgrades for his mechs. Heavy mech destroyer. Other than that, he's looking pretty good in terms of the War Center ones. And you can see like close to perfect doesn't really know how to help here at the moment with just fighters. Trying to ping those to Ashman, it looks like. And Worker's going to be waddled over there a little bit late. Try and get something on the ground here from Purple. Bunch of repeaters, but this is just so slow to get this attack going just because Smokey messed around with fighters that really didn't do anything. And all, like, what did they do? Like, all the workers they could have been killing were already dead to Grey's ones. So what you could really instead have here is Nanaka just completely dead. And Smokey pushing here. And Grey pushing here onto Arnie. It said Arnie's going to get set up here and take some more favourable. He's actually going to get to fight them quite split as well. While in a strong position where he's not really, his economy is not really threatened yet. And if he gets trade set up or gets Nova income, assault mechs that he can make are just going to do quite good against both units that they're going to be building here, the artillery and the troopers. Troopers are at 6+4 now. Kind of even here in their max at the moment, since they don't have both HP upgrades at the moment. Both at 225 health. We can see that 12 range at play, but if these start landing their shots, they don't have much health. I just thought, unfortunately, on a rally point, I think. A little bit of an awkward situation. Oh my god, Ashman. Out come the elite Royal Crusaders, which right now the complementary unit, being the repeaters, are all the way over here. These Crusaders going to get quite a few kills. I think the fighters can kill these very quickly. Unless you get like 40 fighters. It's pretty slow, right? And some mounties as well. As Confederacy do have pretty cool mounted troopers as well. Just buying a lot of time, and you know, Arnie can maybe get himself set up here where Spaceport's down. I don't know how many letters they have to send Ashman though to get him to build a spaceport. Which we're not really able to help here with the air, gonna get zoned out by a turret, but I mean, Nerf Herder is looking pretty strong in the face of his side, and Arnie quite strong here. I just need maybe a little bit of help from Nanaka if he can get something out here, get going. Go for Dark Troopers at the moment, but really not got much upgrades for them. But they are really good into Rebels if you can get them upgraded. He's got the range at the very least. He is starting to get them now. If he can get like a lot of these out, they'll do really well against these repeaters. Rebels kind of struggle with that unit. So do you really want like strike mechs to deal with them? Speeder taking down that assault mech. This sort of channel, they kind of got this split map element across this river now, though. It's really good for protecting their economy, keep them out of the base. Second fortress would be great. If you can just keep pumping these out, like, in mass, it's like a genuinely good time to just go mass Dark Trooper, I feel. And not just, like, to help here on the ground, but I think he could start skirting around here and just run into their economy and start killing workers as well. And I think he'd have a pretty good time of it. And oh my god, so many Mounties bursting through here from Nerf Herder. Taking everything down here. Actually looking a little bit bleak here. And in come the attackers. There were interceptors around though. I wonder what will happen there. This is interesting though. So we've got Grey actually Grey and SY actually just going for Yellow's base here, which is kind of smart because they did have this sort of split. They are inviting Arnie to just push them though, but they could potentially get a kill here, maybe. There's a lot of Mounties though, if they get on top of the artillery. Need the repeaters and the strikes to properly protect them, and they probably, this is very overextended in the sense you can't build any shields, and this would be so strong with shields. Mounties are getting a good angle to go in here, and I think a lot of these troopers, fighters as well from Ashman, hitting them in the back here. They are managed to kill the Mounties though. A lot of firepower, a lot of their anti-building damage is gone. Makes them kind of vulnerable to these mechs now. And they've invited Arnie in now as well. And we can see those Dark Troopers going in, killing workers, killing troopers. And they're so difficult to get rid of as rebels here. DPS is just not great. So maybe a blunder here. So those Crusaders are really strong, especially with the Mounties too, and these units are just all going to get blown up. Could have conversions here for Smokey, could take these assault mechs away. Kinda really needs to be doing, to be honest. Difficult to rely on speeders at this point when your opponents can like leapfrog turrets and stuff. I don't know, they lost their sort of forward here, and it can be quite awkward on these maps. You lose your forward, since there's not much space to build things. And then you're sort of zoned out by the crossings and the channels. Is that 4 Jedi Knights just hanging out? 6 Jedi Knights just hanging out here? Yeah, 1 hour in the game. That's wild. A little bit shell-shocked here for Nerf Herder, but he's still alive. Doesn't look like he's got really much space to mine carbon. All that. Looks like you could run out of carbon on this map, to be honest. So that's probably actually quite a big issue. Maybe like an hour from now, we'll be gone. I don't need it though, with how far Esty and Arnie here are advancing. Red and blue together at last. Those Dark Troopers just doing so well against repeaters, and it's just still throwing repeaters into them. Like, it's just not really the best trade. Here's some Masters though, which are good. But not really anything to help on the ground. Just some Strike Max. I think really you would have to make Strike Max. See the dialogue quicker. More fortresses means more Dark Troopers. Bit of a push here. He's got some sort of, what is that, pummels? Is that heavy pummels at 1 hour in the game? Versus mass MD? Say it ain't so. That's crazy. Got a lot of troopers, a lot of MDs. Both fighting out shields. The prefab shelter battleground. And grenade troopers definitely needed against this composition. Yeah, what do you do? Grenade trooper, strike mech or something, I guess. I mean, the real big answer with Rebels is that, honestly, you build air cruisers, and you just attack around them. That's the real truth. Just like any other air civ, you struggle with something on the ground. It's ACs, you camp them with your own interceptors, and you attack ground. Use your masters to keep anything annoying away as well. It is the reality. What the Salt makes popping in here for attack. Right, good army I've seen from him. I need to check his hoard of resources. He does still have a hoard of resources, but he's got a lot more units than he usually does. Which is great to see. It's all we've ever wanted. The attack reaches potential. Crusaders coming in here. They could be strong if there's not enough strike mechs. This is Zan though. Like, Zan should actually have a lot of strike mechs. He should just be pretty much like assault mech, strike mech at this point, I think. Because he gets like that +9 damage strike mech, which is pay off dividends here against Crusaders and, you know, like Geonos and Mounties. The other side, they're pushing him back a little bit here on the other side, but I switched to mech destroyers here from Wikis. Again though, I'm actually concerned about like wood or carbon in this map, like going forward. And you start committing to that kind of unit compositions because it's going to run out. You need to get trade set up and you need to like find a really strong core Nova unit to build around, I think. And if you don't have one, you make air cruisers. It's that simple. And it'd be great on maps like this with just, you know, these chokes and armies are always like, look how stacked up they get. And even if you can't build interceptors, just build like 4 anti-air turrets. That will do the job. It'll make any victory they get on your ACs a Pyrrhic one. Too many losses on their side. These Crusaders just walking in here and slapping the assault mech. Big army here for Arnie. Have to filter in those troopers himself. Man, I am suffering. I've been needing to sneeze for like 30 seconds. It just won't come. Right, like, it's happened. I've sneezed, I feel better now. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's kind of even, but this does not look even. Did get pushed back a bit, but I mean, I rate this unit composition way better. Of course I do. So many assault mechs. The Dark Troopers to meet shield for everything. Oh, this is looking strong now. A lot of units coming in here. The other thing would be really strong in this matchup is the Defilers, right? From there's an AC as well. Still whip that bad boy out. I think like SY and Grave actually done quite well to keep this back for a bit, because I don't think they were that favourable in the units that they chose, and the terrain and everything, keeping them out after losing their forward. Trying to get repeaters out now as well. This is just aren't they just getting too far forward? Look at Estes got like Dark Trooper, Assault Mech, like that's just well good. And they getting their trade and everything. Oh, they're pushing here though. Some heavy monitors and some cruisers, getting some damage in there. Could get a lot of masters together maybe, and there is quite a lot. Come in here and convert a lot of salt mechs. I imagine at this point though Arnie's quite aware and gotten purge, right? There we go. What's a hit? Is it a purge, huh? Oh, I think they're on their way. As long as they don't take like a million area of effect damage here. Because they are in line formation at the moment. So that's a classic. I thought that was missing then. He dodged a lot of hits. Really not getting much done there though. Converting Dark Troopers. That is not a good look. And unfortunately for him, Hesty very well set up to just make like Fort Blood units, man. Like, protect his assault mechs. I think it's just going to be a slow bleed out here, and it's kind of on this side to see if they can win or not. But then just get a draw or even split map. Airfighter he's building pure AMDs and doing fine with it because there's not like a good hard counter out, which would be adding supplementary grenade troopers or defilers or a bunch of ACs. And all this space for RNA and Estee here to build what they want, build their forwards, and pump out more and more units. And they're getting so far advanced here. I mean, this is going to be the new setup, and that's pretty much like all of Smokey's base gone. Oh, that's good though. Bit of counter harass, be annoying. Convert some turrets. Maybe better to just take the spaceports though, which are actually quite open at the moment. They got some walls going though. You could convert your way in, alright. It definitely slows it down. New Republic heavy mounties here. So many boats from attack at the moment. Getting some value, not enormous value, because it's quite big land pieces on this. AC's coming in one at a time. Don't know if they'll get some good shots though. You kind of want to like wipe this army. You don't want to just like shoot it once and make it walk away. You actually want to like wipe it, make a new one. So you can buy a lot more time. Your Magna Guard's being built. The cool Scorpion tank looking at something nice. In the late game, it's just pure assault mechs coming out now. And those kind of win, but some grenade troopers getting added here for nerf herder. Really helping out quite a bit. What the Ashman's got in store. It's got trade and everything. Just don't see a lot of units from building this Crusaders over here. A little bit of a lapse in the... These are quite slow to reinforce, right? When a few of them die at the same time, they do kind of get pushed back a bit. Looks like the air cruisers now are holding them a little bit. Switch to Magna Guards. Maybe going to start running them into the economy here. Did quite well against some of these units. Don't really hear the Magnas dying there. There's one. God damn, these defilers though. They're doing well. Like quite the strong push. Don't know if they can stop attacks push here. Yeah, Ashman actually sneaking over here with his interceptors and gonna snipe one of these air cruisers. Can we get one though? These attackers from Smokey actually getting on top of the units here from Arnie. Doing quite a lot of damage. Not really any anti-air. Gonna have to build an anti-air turret there, but just focus the workers. Huge damage there. Really starting to come together. I need to get Blue here, Esti and Anaka to push a bit, I think. This is probably a bad move. In all honesty. I don't think this is wise. Do you really get much out of doing this? I think it's good to hold here. Well, they are getting in here. Getting some damage. Let's see that whole army actually died from Arnie. So this is all they've really got here at this point, and they're a little bit deterred to push because it's quite a wide arc. And trying to come back here with all the AT-ATs. Some of them get converted to death, but quite a lot of bounty hunters covering them, to be honest. That's kind of a bad loss for Smokey, I would say. Again, not really any anti-air here. It's looking like a big push forward here as well. It's actually looking a little bit bad for them. I've heard her saying, Ash, help me, please. Please save him. These assault mechs are just causing mayhem at the moment. Ham of the May. And they get on top of the trade here as well. Oh my god. Ashman to the rescue here with some Royal Crusaders. His final charge here. Nothing to stop them. The Riders of Rohan. And everything there from attack just gone. Just wiped. Sure they can reinforce it though. He's looking to Filers to support his units here, which are not great here as well against the Crusaders. They're just going to wipe everything at the moment. But so much trade's going to be going down here. And they kind of actually lost here. I was a little bit concerned about them pushing up here, but with that army dying, they didn't have the same threat. They're kind of reluctant to push in now, right? Because this is quite a wide area. What's happening with these Rancors, man? Rancors looking strong. They're over here. I bet he wishes the Rancors were over here, though. He's getting pushed back here. He's kind of put his attention on the wrong side of the map right now. I don't think he was really needed here, but god damn are they needed right here. They're pushing in now. Oh! That's grim. Just caught that. And look at all the traders dying here to the interceptors. Gonna need Ashman to have the interceptors chasing them down as well, I suppose. Empire wouldn't be too bad though, because you can get like the cheapest interceptors, so just off shields. You kind of want to have like anti-air turrets at this point in the game, all the way down your trade, so this doesn't happen. It's kind of a cheap way to lose it. Arnie and Estes last push maybe here, see what they can get done with it. Magnas are getting in here, and a lot of the army is actually in Estes' base at the moment, so... The difference between him and Smokey at the moment is Smokey's kind of accepted that his base is a war zone. Here come the Rancors again. Quite tanky. They do big damage to mechs, right? Their AI is struggling a little bit though. The Magna Guards have been sort of intercepting them a little bit. The Magnus don't look too bad. Just to muck up that AI. The bug assault mechs are pushing forward though, and the Riders of Rohan are still going. Am I just gonna fall over here? They're still making units here. Are they switching the vanilla trade? They're going ground trade. They can't get raided. They just need to get turrets up, man. And push. Need to get these units going. They need to be here. They just kill as much as they can, and they need to like get across. They need to get to their trade, right? You're fine. They might even need to just hold, because Nerf Herder is just going. Him and Ashman are going straight to the ends. They're very close to their trade. I don't see anything to stop them. And it's funny that there's not even like anti-air, so you could just make a bunch of attackers and send them over. So they did kill their trade though. Like pretty much all of it, right? I ain't seeing much there. It's whether they can just kill their armies or hold them, stall them out, win off attrition. Taking a long time to rebuild all those traders. Rancors and attackers running in. I don't think it's worth them pushing here. They just need to hold. This is dangerous. They focused them. Could have killed these. Well, I think he could have taken down two of them. Try to go for them with the assault mechs. Oh dear. as a suicide squad of grenade troopers now. One shot, one opportunity. There we go. A man with a plan right there. Savior of the trade. Aren't they running some harassing? They have kind of just given Arnie more population though to fight them. 136 workers. Trying to get Ashman to use his interceptors. There, he's going though. Look at him. He's got the ACs on the way. Big Ashman gaming this one. He's like the anti-Russian blunt right now. Royal Naboo, his best civ. Just chilling here. How are you still doing this? Your base is on fire. You need those Rancors at home, man. It's not looking, if they lose the trade, it's be GG for them, I think. This was not a good use of Nova. I can end up seeing a spaceport die to an AC at this rate. Go for the turret. It's not quite messy. Just a few little skirmishes everywhere. We're maybe not seeing too many big moves at the moment because this team has to rebuild all their traders. You can see things really did slow down in terms of the Nova units arriving, right? So maybe both sides are maybe stable here. Bit of an annoying attack here, I don't know if it's achieving too much though. It just repairs the assault mech. I wonder if it would win if he doesn't focus the workers, of course. Because it's kind of a slow death. Smokey has arrived. Rescuing the trade here. Arnie has absolutely run out of carbon, it seems. Maybe there's the trees here. Good much. His workers here to steal theirs. I'd do it. Carbon be damned, I'd do it. I'd shoot them. Smokey looking pretty swole at the moment. So many attackers. Looks like he could just come in here and kill all their trade again. New push. Nerf harder. Got some infrastructure up here. Done some anti-airmobiles and everything. And yeah, he's encroaching on these These spaceports. Smokey might be wishing he was down here at the moment. Wiping this army. He started playing with like a fifth of the units he's got up here. 5 times the urgency. No, I did it. It was a mandatory attack ground moment. Those Geonosian anti-airmobiles though. Got the upgrades. Oh, he does. You're gonna be sniping everything here if we get into good position. Where are all the Smokies? I feel like he needs to be down here with these at the moment, unfortunately. There's not really too much going on over here. The Masters could go and just do this on their own, they don't need these spawn units. I think he could have wiped like a lot of this out. There's so many attackers. Hellfire, rocket, missile, dudes be damned. Only looking a little bit crap for population at the moment, just down 170. No Nova at the moment. Sure what he wants to get. Now look at this. Getting the turret set up on their spaceports. They're gonna have to make a new one somewhere. I think the trade is cooked here. I reckon you could probably get like a lot of strike mechs out or something to just push this away just now. Doesn't have to be careful though, because it's just like no carbon, right? I used to rebuild traders. Probably better to just build the traders, but they need to get this cleaned up as well, so gotta find the balance there. And Ashman and Nerf Herder still going. So many masters. I've heard there's bank looking like it's got a lot. You can keep going for a while, man. Look at this line of bugs. Single file Noah's Ark gang right here. Look at them go. Spaceport going down. I feel like they've cleaned everything up here. They're gonna call GG. They have nothing to deal with this. Their trade is gone. Probably run out of carbon. And he's still got presence defending this bit here. Tanks couldn't really take this area down, and they cannot stop this push from Nerf Herder and Lucky Ashman. An interesting one. GG, well played to all those involved. If you like the content, please consider liking the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of these types of games. If you want to play these types of games, you can find our GBG Discord server in the description field where people get together, organize games and stuff, and they play the games on foobly.com, which you can find a link for. And you'll also find a link for the Expanding Fronts mod, which is the mod that we're playing here, the Discord server down below in the description field. And if you want to support the channel in another way, maybe buy me a coffee, the PayPal link's down in the description field. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.